Hey guys, Dalen here, and welcome to this video. So, as you can see, this is going to be my BTS podcast video for November. If you guys have never seen one of these before from me, I basically kind of spend maybe about 20-25 minutes talking about the updates coming out based on the BTS article on the RuneScape homepage, and, kind of share my opinions on it, what I'm looking forward to and all that kind of stuff, as well as things that, some people may not kind of understand when they read it. And I mean, some people don't even read these, some people don't even know about them. So that's another one of the things, kind of talk about the updates so people are kind of prepared if you don't read the BTS article. So I'm going to be putting the BTS article in the description if you want to click on it and either follow along or read it at a later date. So yeah, let's just get started because these videos tend to be somewhat long. Anyways, the first little blurb that they put up is for Double XP weekend, which obviously everyone knows about because by the time I upload this video, it'll be over. So I hope you guys had a successful bonus XP weekend, got all the levels that you wanted and all that. So I'll be putting up a video later this week about kind of what I did and kind of my gains if you haven't already been checking my stuff, which I don't know why you would, but if you have happened to look at it, obviously you'll know what I was doing, but I will be putting up a video at a later date. Elf City Part 2 is basically the first update and of the month. So the next update, which I think should be sometime this week, even maybe later today or tomorrow or the next couple days, I'm not entirely sure, but it's going to be the first update of the month. It's going to be Elf City Part 2, something that I'm really looking forward to. There are a lot of kind of mixed feelings about Elf City for many people. Some people think it's really cool, some people think it's really OP, and some people just don't like it. So I'm gonna kind of put out my stance there so you understand where I'm coming from. I really enjoy Elf City. I like it because it's a centralized hub for a lot of really handy things. And on some levels it is kind of OP with how much stuff is crammed into one place and how useful it is and all that kind of stuff. So it is kind of OP, and I know that, but on the other hand, I'm really partial to it and I really like it, even if it is kind of OP. So I'm really on the end of I really like Elf Cities. So for those of you who maybe don't like it so much, yeah, I'm gonna kind of be talking about this in a more positive light than maybe some people would. But anyways, so as we all know, in September the first 4 clans released: the Iowar, the Traherne, the Kadarn, and the Kreis. Those are all released earlier this year, and then this time they're going to be releasing the 4 new clans. I'm not entirely sure what the names are. Obviously I'll get familiar with them once they are actually released, but I haven't actually looked them up. I know they're out there somewhere, but I'm not sure. But anyways, so yeah, they're going to be the next 4 clans, and each clan, like the ones that we have right now, will be associated with 2 skills each. So that will be kind of similar and streamlined throughout the entire Elf City thing. There will be 8 different clans, each with 2 skills, so a total of 16 skills that are focused on with the clans of the elves. So obviously only half of it was released, so this is going to be the other half. So yeah, I'll just get started on some of the highlights that they put up. They didn't put up a whole lot because obviously this is going to be a huge update and there's going to be a lot of things to talk about. So I'm just going to obviously be going over what they talked about. So for agility, there's going to be a new level 77 course, which if you watch the Road to Elf City, they did show that briefly. So there is that. I think we all knew about that one. There's also going to be a Tai Chi inspired agility training method elsewhere in the city. So there's going to be some updates to agility, which I think is needed, to be honest. There hasn't really been a big update to agility since the advanced courses. There have been maybe a few smaller ones like Silverhawk boots and that kind of stuff, but there hasn't been really any huge updates since then, and I think that it's definitely needed because agility is, I don't know, I feel like it just needs some more love because a lot of people hate it, which is fair enough. I like it, but I'm kind of odd like that. But yeah, I think agility does need some more attention, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's kind of more of it's a skill that a lot of people don't train just because they don't like it, but I think that it could be a lot more fun if it got more attention with kind of the way you can train it. But on the other hand, I don't really want them to do to agility like what they did to runecrafting and make a rune span for it and basically kill the skill. So I don't know, I'm kind of apprehensive about getting too much love, because if that happens, it'll probably turn into the next runecraft thing. So, Next up is crystal flasks, which will be able to hold 2 or more different potions, combining their effects in many different ways. Some of the recipes will be unlocked via dungeoneering. So that was something I think also a lot of people knew about. There are going to be flasks that you can combine different potions in, and they'll be able to share effects. So basically, it's save you inventory space is basically what it does, and it may if it combines their effects, it may be able to add it. Maybe there might be a little added bonus for combining them. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a whole lot known about that. Obviously, we'll find out more when it's released, but it sounds really cool. Although I think that depending on what kind of potions you can combine and, the effects of the combined potions, it could be potentially super OP. But, we'll see once again. Have access to crystal singing, which will allow you to convert your own crystal seeds into weapons, shields, tools, and teleports. There'll also be an NPC who can upgrade your dragon pickaxe to hatchets to the crystal versions, and you need level 75 crafting, construction, and smithing for that. So that looks to be pretty cool. If you want to get those crystal tools, you can do that. I don't know if I'm going to invest in doing that. Or not. I could, but, it doesn't really matter to me. It's like, obviously I'm maxed, so I don't really need them particularly. But for those of you who aren't maxed, it could be super helpful, and obviously the crystal weapons, the crystal tools are going to give you probably the best XP of the tools that you can get. Next up is something called a Motherlode Maw. So everyone knows the crystal amulet. Over the summer, you're able to collect things called Motherlode shards, and you can access it daily with those Motherlode shards. And it will help you it'll be useful to anyone working on comp or trim comp capes. So for those of you who are working towards that, it should help you with those. You need a 2,490 skill total and at least 115 dungeoneering to access. So obviously those are kind of high requirements. I don't think the total is super high, but the dungeoneering definitely is with 115 dungeoneering. That is kind of high. And whatever. I should be getting that myself. I don't know how long it'll take me, but, I'll be getting it eventually, and that will definitely, so for now, I'm not going to be able to do that, to use that, that part of the update, but we'll see what it does and, how helpful it is. Cleansing crystals, which is a new way to train prayer over level 7 to anyone over level 75. I'm not entirely sure, obviously, what that entails. I don't know if it's supposed to replace, things like Gilded Altar or Ectofunctus, or if it's supposed to be kind of just an additive to it. I'm not sure. So, we'll see about that. Next thing is called the Shadow Cores, which is a new combat creature that allows you to gain divination XP. They can also get you Light Cores, a secondary ingredient for a new divination summoning creature, granting more time in Tears of Gothics and faster XP gain while gathering memories. So that is kind of just a little divination type update, which once again, not like super helpful to me personally, but to those of you who are going to be working on divination or aren't maxed or something, that is going to definitely be helpful. And then the last thing is an Edemu, which is a level 90 Slayer creature who drops a new type of ash, a pet, and an upgrade for certain amulets. So once again, I think I'm kind of looking forward to that, because obviously I'm working on 120 Slayer myself, and a new Slayer creature, hopefully it'll give decent XP. The drops seem kind of cool. Hopefully they'll have a decent drop table and whatnot. There are also going to be new perfect potions, Granjo cards, Greyho cards, I'm not entirely sure how to say that, rewards for Impling collecting new titles, new pickpocketing targets, lore, lambs, capes, and so much stuff. So, there's obviously so much more that's going to be coming out with the batch 2 of Elf City than what they've put. Those are just a few of the big things that are going to be in Elf City, but there's going to be a lot of new stuff, and I'm definitely looking forward to that update and, checking all that out. That seems really cool. There's also going to be some changes to the existing city. They are including boost the voice of Saren, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Next thing up is treasure trails. So they're going to be updating treasure trails clue scrolls. So basically, I think everyone knows that clue scrolls are not exactly super lucrative. They honestly, I'd only do clue scrolls if you feel like maybe you might get lucky or you don't have anything else to do. Because clue scrolls, as it stands, their normal loots are not all that great. I mean, I've done a hard clue before that was only like 20k, so to me that's not even worth it, but you do it anyways, you know, either because you're bored or because maybe there's a chance of getting third age. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be updating items you needed to complete them. You're also going to be able to re-roll your rewards or improve your rewards on future treasure trails if the rewards you get aren't great, and there's going to be updating with both new rewards and an updated general reward list to make the clue scrolls better loot. So maybe if you have a clue scroll, wait until that update. But yeah, they're going to be updating clue scrolls, which I definitely think is needed because they're pretty horrible. I mean, I have had clue scrolls sitting in my bank for literally like months because I'm just like, I don't even want to do them. But anyways, next thing is Heart of Stone, which is going to be the first Elder God quest. It's Elder God series quest line, so it's gonna be called Heart of Stone. It was talked about at RuneFest. So yeah, so basically it's going to be a low-level quest requiring 25 rune crafting, 35 magic, and the completion of Carnelian Rising and Rune Memories quests. So get those done, get your requirements, and you'll be able to do that new quest when it comes out. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be hunting a dangerous criminal around the world. You'll be joined by a golem with unique ability to track down a hitherto unknown teleport spell. There'll be combat along the way and plenty of puzzles. During the quest, you'll find out more about the Elder Gods, learning about their motivations and their origins via hidden relics around RS. So anyone who really likes lore, this quest is going to be great. So I'm hoping that it'll be a pretty lore-rich quest. So I'm hoping that it'll be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that. I like RS lore. I think it's fun. I wasn't huge on it until the 6th stage, but once 6th stage got kind of going, I thought it was really awesome, and I enjoy kind of knowing about lore. So anyway, next thing is called Gothic Caches. It was the Divination D&D that came out earlier. They got it in game in time for Double XP weekend, but it was supposed to originally be released this week, so they released it early. So it was kind of just a little plug for that. So I don't know if it's going to be updated or anything, or if they were just putting in a plug because they released it early, because it was supposed to be a November update, but then it just obviously wasn't. Near the bottom, there are things like the Well of Goodwill, which is something that you can donate your GP, and for every 5 mil of wealth that you give, they'll donate a US dollar to 3 different charities. Able Gamers, Donate Gamers, and Young Minds, and you'll be able to choose which donation goes to. It goes to, or split them up. So you'll be able to get some new titles as well as new tunics from the Solomon store, which all the proceeds go to charity. So it's just another one of those charity promotions, so if you are kind of one of those, if you want to do that, that's open to you. Solomon store, there's going to be some changes made to the rep and override feature to make it more flexible, as well as some new threads to the store. There's going to be 2 new outfit sets focused around necks and KBD, with visual upgrades available for those who wear the sets while slaying the boss. So that'll be almost just, you know, obviously their usual obvious Solomon store stuff. I think that's kind of a little minor thing. And then the Halloween event ends on the 3rd, so by the time I upload this video, it'll probably be over. I don't know, I thought it was kind of stupid, but, you know, whatever. I think most holiday events now are stupid, but I just feel like there's not a lot of imagination that goes into them, I guess. But anyway, so that's basically the BTS. Obviously Elf City is the big update this month, and I think obviously probably what they put the most effort into. Like I said, I definitely am looking forward to Elf City. That does look to be a really nice update, and I'm definitely looking forward to all of the new benefits you'll be able to get out of it. Obviously, like I said, that isn't what they've said in the news post, isn't the entire update at all. There's going to be a lot more stuff. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and I think that's supposed to be the first update of the month, so yeah, we won't have to wait super long for that. I'm also really looking forward to the new quest, Heart of Stone, because of the lore. I feel like the quest is going to be kind of sad, but I'm hoping that the lore will be at least pretty good, because I am the type of person to enjoy RS lore. So yeah, there is the BTS podcast for this month. Honestly, there wasn't too much stuff to go over just because Elf City was really the big update, and the rest of them are kind of like, to me, like, there's not a lot to talk about. They may be super big updates, but there's not really a lot to say about them because Elf City was what they put the most effort into. So yeah. Anyways, guys, yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, I put the news post link in the description if you want to check that out. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.